Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be redecorating these 3 mini squishies. We have a little donut, we have this little Claire, and we have the little bun squishy right here. I absolutely love doing mini redecos, but I haven't done one of these videos in a very long time, so I'm really excited to be back today with another one. So anyway, let's just get straight on into it. For the first one that I redecoed, I actually chose this little donut, and what I went ahead and did was just smoothed out all the icing texture, and I actually removed some of that chocolate drip which was made with a puffy paint of some sort, as it was nice and 3D, but it actually peeled off really nicely, and I thought this was so satisfying that I actually kept it in the video for you. I know all 3 of these squishies that I redecoed had this, and I just really enjoyed peeling it off. So if you ever get some of these and want to redeco them, just remember how satisfying this can be, and just think of me when you're peeling that stuff off, because yeah, I absolutely love it. Anyway, I went back in with my scissors and ended up smoothing out the donut even more, just trying to remove most of that yellowy kind of layer. And then once I was happy with that, I then ended up with a little donut like this. I then took some off-cut pieces of memory foam and I just drew out a little fin on one of the pieces and cut that piece out. And then taking another little off-cut, I just went ahead and created a nice elongated triangle-like shape to make a little horn. Then, breaking all of the rules, I went ahead and took some hot glue and just hot glued these pieces onto the original squishy donutty shape. And you can use fabric glue if you want. It is recommended to use that, but I like to break the rules and speed things up a bit and just use hot glue, so that's what I did. Anyway, what I went ahead and did was I mixed up a blue puffy paint mixture, just using some blue puffy paint, some white puffy paint and some PVA glue, and I just painted this all over the entirety of the squishy. I did use one of those little lobster clasp phone attachment thingies just to hook onto the very top of the little eye pin into the squishy, so that I was able to hang it up to dry and paint the whole of the squishy blue. I did 4 layers of the blue in total, and then once that was all dry, I went ahead with a pink and made a dripping effect on the top. And then I went in with a silvery grey colour and painted on the horn. Now, I did have a bit of technical problems with this squishy, and I will explain that in a moment when I show you the end result of the squishy. So I'm really sorry, but I did really try to kind of explain what I did, and I'm sorry, but yeah, what can you do? Anyway, like I said, I painted the horn in a silvery colour, and then to make it extra sparkly, I actually just used this Scribbles 3D fabric paint, and this is just a clear fabric paint with loads of silver bits of glitter in, so it's great to overlay a colour that you may already have. Obviously, I chose the grey to make it look like it was silver. And here's the thing, my camera ran out of memory card space and I didn't even realise. So here's the squishy, nice and complete. I did go ahead and pop some sprinkles on top just by painting on little lines. I did white and purple. I painted on a really simple eye, which was just black puffy paint with a white puffy paint spot, and then just a 3 with this turquoisey green colour that I mixed up just to make the little fin. And I also did the same on the other side, so as you can see, the sprinkles, the eye and the little fin again. And apart from that, everything else I kind of got on footage. I'm really sorry, I'm still going to post this for you because I worked really hard on all these little squishies, but this video is just testing me. But anyway, this is how the first one turned out. I think it's really super sweet. It does need a few little air holes in it actually, because it is quite slow rising, look at that. And it's quite hard to squish because there's 0 air holes on it. So in order to do that, I would usually just stab a pin in it, but I'm not going to do that right now because I feel like it doesn't need any more ruining. So yeah, that's how the first one turned out, and I'm really happy with it. It looks way better than the original, so let's move on to the second. Okay, so again, I went ahead and peeled off all of that chocolatey goodness. Just look at that. It just comes off so well. It did break, but it came off so well. It's so satisfying, and I just love it. That's probably my favourite part about these mini squishies, is just peeling that chocolatey drippiness mess off. I don't know, I really enjoy it. Anyway, I did that and then just kind of beveled out the edges with my scissors a little bit, and I just painted the whole thing purple. This one is really simple, by the way, so don't expect, Picasso or anything like that, because, you know, that's not me. I went ahead and painted 3 layers of the purple on, leaving it to dry between each coat, and then once I was completely happy with the colour and the like opaqueness of it, I then went ahead with a black puffy paint and just painted on a cute little face. I popped some highlight onto the eyes, as I usually do, because I find that just makes it so much cuter. And then taking some light pink, I just added some blush either side of those 2 cutie little eyes, and I put in a like little V or almost like a heart shape inside of the mouth to act as a little tongue. With the same colour pink, I also added some cute little stripes along the back just to give a bit of extra detailing, and I did that in each crease of where like the chocolatey goodness was before and where I had kind of smoothed it out with my scissors, just to, you know, just give it a bit of extra detailing and make it a bit more cuter. And this is how the second one turned out. It is just like a little kind of purpley pinky grub inspired kind of thing. It is kind of like just like a really fat caterpillary worm, just with like the cutest face ever. I actually thought of this last night when I'm a Celebrity came back on TV, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to turn this little guy into a little grub, and that's exactly what I went ahead and did, and I think it just looks so adorable. I am super scared of like little bugs like this, but I think this one's super cute. So yeah, there's this one, and now time to move on to the third. Woo! And for the third one, I also had something to peel off, which I was so excited about. And this one here was actually just like a white swirl with little sprinkles on, and it just peeled off really nicely off the middle of the bun. I then went in with this nice pink colour and just ended up putting a few layers onto the original squishy, making sure to cover the whole entirety of it and really focus my paint into those swirly, twirly patterns on the rounded edge. On the other side, I went ahead and painted a circle of white in the middle to replicate milk, and then mixing up a beige colour, I actually just went ahead and painted some little shapes on to replicate the Lucky Charm cereal. Now I started off with this bit first because I wanted like the main marshmallowy bits to be on show more, but I did try and replicate some of the shapes just by building on top of each other to give it kind of a more Lucky Charms like feel rather than just loads of beige dots. To add a little bit extra detail, I did go in with a tulip slick paint in the colour light blue, and I just did a stripe all the way around the bowl because for some reason I like bowls with stripes on. Even though I don't actually own any bowls with stripes on, I always, like when I draw bowls, I put stripes on them. So I went in with lots of multi-colours. These were just scribbles fabric paint in like the 3D ones. You know, you could buy like big sets of them, but you always get so many colours, so I just went ahead and used those because I had them hanging around, and I just made some little Lucky Charms shapes out of those colours, like the little kind of like rainbow marshmallows, the little 4-leaf clover one, the horseshoe. Just really went in with those little shapes. I did also end up blending some of the colours together to give it a bit of extra colour. So I made an orange to add to like the top of, I think it's like a shooting star or something. Not 100% sure because we don't have Lucky Charms here really. Well, we do, but they're a bit expensive because they're like imported. But anyway, I went ahead and made a dark green as well to go in the middle of the 4-leaf clover. And then I went ahead and painted on a cute little face on the side of the bowl because I like to put faces on everything. So I just went ahead and did that. You don't have to if you want to make one of these, but you can obviously if you want to, like me. I did want to leave this as a cute little mouth like that, but I just kept messing it up, so I went ahead and just did another open mouth on this little guy and added the little tongue detailing in, just like I did on the grub, and some blush either side of the eyes and highlight also. How she turned out, so she's just got like the little Lucky Charms in her little bowl, a little face on with the blue stripe going pretty much got a little bit white there, oh well. She's got a little blue stripe all the way around, and again she's still nice and slow rising. Look at her go in all of her glory. I hold her this way, you'll be able to see it. Look at that, look at that, look at it, just look at it. Come on, come on. This is so slow rising. She's almost there. Almost there. Where's that pretty smile, girl? Where's your smile? Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Just a tiny bit more. she's almost there. Now it has still got the swirl pattern in. I did so many layers on that, which I probably should have like sanded it down or maybe like, you know, snipped it so it was nice and smooth, but you know, it adds a little bit of extra texture and I actually quite like it, so I'm not disappointed by that at all. I have done a Fruit Loops one of these in the past, so I'm really happy that I did like Lucky Charms in there. It just adds a bit extra like pizzazz, you know? Anyway, so that is the third one, and this is how they look all together. Yeah, they are completely different to the originals, but all in my favorite colors with my favorite little faces on, so I love these so much. Let me know which one was your favorite out of the three, whether it was the narwhal donut, the little kind of purple grub, or the Lucky Charms cereal bowl, down in the comments down below. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!